Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. It is midday money on Sunday, the 14th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope you had a good day yesterday. No complaints here. We'll get to a little recap in a minute. Be sure to hit the like button here. Sean Higgs, Winning Free Picks, Picks Parlay channel. Twitter, the X, at Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. Let me post the plays up there in the Twitter world. There we go. We're good to go. We are good to go. All right. So the picks are up. Let's do a little recap. You got quite a few comments already. I see in a little comment thing. Now I figured out how to work the schedule. I hit schedule, comes on. Usually I just make the room, but then it's scheduled. So it says, hey, it's coming on in a certain amount of time. Kind of like that. I like that. All right, let's do a little recap of yesterday's action. Not a good day in college basketball on the channel. We go 3-4. Not good. Not good there. No NBA, no NHL. Football loser here with the Browns in the chat. Hey, what are we going to do? On the site, a good day on the site with the picks. College basketball, nice winning day there. We did lose the Mavericks in the NBA, but the Winnipeg Jets got it done for us. I can't overall January so far 73-46, 61% for the new year out of the gate here. Happy about that. And college basketball, nice little run as well, 61%. We're rolling along. It's been a nice little start. Nice little start. We'll put the picks up in here. We'll have them scrolling across everybody. We'll get them right now in the chat. Speaking of not just scrolling, we'll speak of them, speak them into existence. 68 and 67, minus $6 with our video picks. Again, got a little bit of work to do. It's all right. What can I say? I want to win. We're not plus money, but we're over 500 now on the season on the sites as well. So one game today. And I took it last night at a 3. I mentioned to look at lines. I'm going to watch it. I will fade UCLA. And most times it's like, hey, you see some of the games I take here. I'm opposite thinking here. I'd be on a UCLA kind of side most time. I don't care that the line moves here. I'm not buying into a team thinking they're going to win this, right? Oh, they're due. Hope. No. And we hope in one hand, poop in the other, right? I mean, UCLA is not due for a win just because they got smacked by Utah. They've not played well all year. They've been terrible. And, the last time, well, not the very last time they played, but, recent history here, UCLA beat them 70-61 in UCLA. In Washington, they smacked them 74-49. UCLA was, again, 11 and 17-point favorites in these games. 11-point favorite on the road, 17 at home. But let's just go recent. This is a different team. Not the same team. 3 straight losses. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight losses. They got to win at Oregon State. Barely. And they had 4 losses before that. I mean, 1-8 run. No, thank you. Riverside, you win by 1, lay in 18. Oregon State, again, you won by 7. You were down at half. You needed a monster run at the end of the game here to pull out this victory. I don't care. Give me Washington. I don't care if it's square play or not. If it loses, it loses. I can't bet on losing teams. NFL 50-39 plus 735 in the video. We did have Cleveland here, but we also had the under KC was a nice winner there. And if you tuned in, well, actually, we had the props too cashed as well here in the video. Not a bad day with some of our props. Flacco over 275. Hunt anytime TD plus 180. Schultz plus 230 on a anytime TD. We did lose to Njoku, did not score a touchdown. But again, plus money there. Hardman didn't get a TD. Of course, I grabbed him instead of Rashid Rice. But listen, you're hitting a plus 180 and a plus 230. That's not bad. It's an extra $3 in your pocket to offset those 2 losses. So, you know, you go, what is that? 180, 230. What's that? 410, and you lose 2. I don't know. That's a winning day in my book. Let's get some NFL today. Cowboys first half team total of 14.5 has not changed. We've had it here for days. Rams over 52. Had it here for days. Anytime TDs, we mentioned yesterday's. These were up in yesterday's show. They were up in look headlines. Reed for Green Bay, Cooks for the Cowboys, 115 and 190 in our pockets. NBA one play makes the video today, although I did not bet this one. I'm going to put it in the video. We'll see how it does. 21 to 15 in video plus 525 isn't too shabby. And on the season, NBA. What do we got here? 19 and 13 mark, 19 and 11, 23 and 15 on another site there. But again, that on the winners and whiners, I think I was on somebody else's thing before they switched my name to it, because that is the only one that's really different. 1911, 1913, and all of a sudden I got 4 extra wins and 2 extra losses. So it is what it is. We're having a good year. We're taking the Trailblazers. Hockey 13 and 12 plus 305. Nothing today with 2 games. If Ray Reddington was here, maybe he'd come in with something for us. Maybe T Money has some kind of a goal prop. I don't know. On the year, hockey, what are we, 27 and 17? Not too bad. What's that, about 61%? 62%. We'll take it. All right. That is the rundown. Oh, you know what I got to do here before my guy jumps in and starts asking for the Marcos minute? Let's go. College basketball. Georgetown and Connecticut is the first one on the board. Listen, I'm a UConn guy. I like UConn. I think they're really good. Do I want only 20 points? Not really. Do I think they should probably roll here? Probably. Maybe an under. I don't know. You want to lay 20? Maybe under 145. What's Georgetown scoring here? You think they're happy? What do they score? 50 points? I go Connecticut and the under, I guess. Rutgers, Michigan State. I want to take Rutgers. I do. I'm a Rutgers guy. I pull for these cats. Michigan State, maybe they're turning the corner a little bit. Again, I would lean Rutgers. Give me Rutgers here. And probably an under. What is this total? 136.5? Is that what that was last night? Definitely an under. Florida Atlantic lane 16. Actually, when I redid it this morning, it was down to 15. Give me UAB. Florida Atlantic has been a little up and down. I'll take the points of UAB there. Memphis and Wichita State. Give me the Shockers as a little home doggy there. Couple postponements in Fairfield doesn't make the cut. Iona and Mary's. I want to take Mount St. Mary's here. I know everybody loves Iona. It's not the same Iona team. Give me the doggy. Illinois. I saw this at 8.5 last night. I saw 9s, 10s, and 9.5 this morning, all over the place. Over for my guy Marcos minute. Peters and Manhattan. Just a pass and a double-A Mac. Although, if you want to, here's another Macker, a double-A Macker. We got Mariston Ryder. I guess we go Red Foxes. We'll go take the Red Foxes as a small fave. Tulane and Tulsa. I would take the home dog Tulsa. They were getting 2 last night. Valpo and Illinois State. Illinois State. Valpo is totally falling off the rails. As I mentioned last night in Look Headlines, I did like Green Bay, or late night money, we should call it. Louisiana Tech. Again, that was a free pick video that we did on one of the free picks, so I like Louisiana Tech there. Murray State and Northern Iowa. I don't know about this one. That's just a pass. Wilmington and Delaware. I probably lean Wilmington a little bit here. Utah, Stanford off the big one. Or Utah, rather, off the shellacking of UCLA. What is this now? A 2.5? 1.5 up to 2.5? I'd still lean, I guess, Utah here. Stanford's kind of overachieved in my book, so although it does look a little light here with a 2.5. I might have to say Stanford. Stanford money line. If Stanford wins, they're just winning. They're going to win the game anyway. It's not going to come down to lose by 1 and cover a 2.5. And Washington, UCLA. Forget it. Sign me up on the Washington squid. That's squid too. Washington squad. Marcos Mina hit the like button for me, Miss Danica. Where is Miss Danica? Marcos Mina only 15 games. I got you covered, so don't be rude. Like Nike, just do it. Earn my 15-piece McNuggets for breakfast, easy peasy. I got it. I took care of it for you. We got you done. You want some? We'll do a Marcos Minute NBA. You want to do a? We'll do a Marcos Minute NBA too. We'll do an added bonus. I like. Oh boy, Denver laying 10. Why not? Let's lay it with Denver. Let's take the under in Miami. Let's take the Bucks over. Don't like that the line came down. I do like the T-Wolves, I said last night in the show. And, of course, we have Portland. We got Marcos Minute covered. Justin's in the house. You know what? Hold on, Justin. Marcos Minute on the ice. We'll take care of it. Rangers, got to be a puck line play. And let's take this was a 7, this Detroit total. I have to go over that. Justin, my guy. Stacks, POD. Here we go. CeeDee Lamb over 100 yards. Yes. 127, 128 on his Stacks POD record, my guy. Justin. Hope the little one, the granddaughter's feeling better today. Nick Nasty. Let's get it. We're trying. We always want to get it, Nick. We always want to get it. Not in a nasty way, although sometimes we want it nasty. But we just want these winners. Justin says, Illini over to 138. I don't hate this against Maryland. Liberty, I'm against you. I like Louisiana Tech. UCLA, I can't with the UCLA. I can't take UCLA. Betting on bad teams is just not a recipe for winning. That's not a winning recipe. That's like putting, hey, look, I got sour cream. It expired in November, but I'm going to put it in my dip. Chances are it's going to taste like crap, and you're going to have diarrhea afterwards. I don't want to. I don't want to take UCLA, who's looked like garbage for the last month. They look terrible. Cowboys minus a 7 there. Again, is maybe my guy Razor Sharp. Shout out Razor. He's a big cheesehead. He won't be happy to see that. And I've said this on videos doing the free picks with this game. Green Bay, who have they beaten down the stretch? Dallas played the one-off against Detroit at home. 22-20, whatever that game was. 21-20. I don't even remember what the score was. Otherwise, Dallas scores at will against any team here. And it was like, well, they beat up on bad teams. Oh, is Green Bay a really good team? Or I don't think they're a really bad team. But I think with everything wrapped around what Dallas has to do, between the coach getting fired if they lose and Dak needs some wins. Who's this? Bobby Brown? Every little step I take, you will be there. My prerogative, B. Brown. Who's this? I don't even know who this Brown is. Over 10.5 points. Wichita, yes, I mentioned. Jordan Love over passing yards. He's been good. I don't hate that one. He's having, and I part of me wants to say, you know what? Not that he's a rookie, but it's like his first playoff start, and then you see C.J. Stroud just light it up again against the Cleveland defense that never showed up on the road anyway. Somehow they're the best defense, and they get trampled on the road. Bizarre. I don't know. Why does this look a tad light to me? Stafford overpassing, yes. Cleveland State, I like Green Bay in that matchup. Tulsa at home, yes. Love and Prescott interception parlay, yes. Rangers regulation, only way to do that game. Cowboys over 44.5, absolutely. That's a teaser play. And the Rams. See, I don't know if I want to tease that Rams up. I will be, and I shouldn't say I'll be shocked if that turns into kind of like a low-scoring 24-20 game. That really won't shock me too much because you got two teams going against their old quarterback, so you should kind of know his strengths and weaknesses. So you know what? That one, I understand that. Lex is in the house. Keep it classy. Yeah, you know how we roll, baby. A lot of class. Nick Nancy says, good job, T-Money. T-Money loved his. Where's the T-Money? Is T-Money in the chat? I don't see a T-Money message here. T-Money, although he loved Houston yesterday, He posted it on Twitter. He tagged me, Nick. Michael B., good morning. What do you see in Joe Flacco? What do I see in Joe Flacco? I think he's going to hang it up. He's going to go back into retirement. Steve Bowman's in the house. Good morning, Sean. Green Bay first quarter money line plus 240. Hey, a plus 240? I'm not going to say no to that. I'm not going to say no. As much as it's a first start for Jordan Love in the playoff, let's be honest. The pressure is all over Dallas and their coach. They got all the pressure on them. Green Bay's, we're playing house money here. I like it for 240. Maybe I'll do that myself. We got time for that 4:30 game. Nathan's in the house like Memphis. Wichita State team is one of the worst I've seen. 0-3 in conference. I mean, I've had Memphis a couple times this year. Let's pull up a little shocker action. Memphis has won what 6 in a row in this series, and they've covered most of these too as well. Wichita State lost at Temple by 7 as a favorite. Lost at home to North Texas as a 1-point fave. Don't cover at Kansas. Don't cover at K-State. Don't cover at home against Southern Illinois. Lose outright. This is and all these lines 1.5, 1, 5, 5.5, 4, 3.5. They covered that one against Richmond at home. Norfolk, they don't cover 14, win by 13. But here comes Memphis. 19-point fave. No cover, -7, no cover, -9, no cover, -20, no cover, -16, no cover, -3, don't cover. -3.5. There's your one good game. You crush Virginia by 13 points. Have not covered down the road here. This Memphis squad. I don't know. My problem with Memphis is Penny. I'm not a huge Penny coach lover. I think he makes some mistakes. I think he just relies on the talents of the kids to just come out and play. Let me just pull up there. Let's see what else we got here for this squad. Where's Wichita? Yeah, you know, I don't hate. I mean, I guess. Are they just gonna? I ran down the scores, Nathan. That's why it's like they haven't covered these kind of numbers. And this was a 5.5, and now it's a 4.5. I do see a 5 out there. So I mean, really not much from a 5.5 to a 5. And no play. Rams first quarter, first half money line says money line Marcos trifecta on the Rams. He's banking on McVay to get it done. Michael B says I murdered college hoops yesterday. Okay. Can we say murder on the YouTube channel? I know sometimes someone said on these crime channels you can't even say things like this. Nobody's watching anyway. My channel. TCU. Got it done money line. New Mexico. Winner. I was with you on New Mexico. Texas A&M. I had it myself. I think I went 9-4, 7-4, and 8-4, depending on the site. 7-4-1, I should say, on one site with college basketball. And Bama. Only loss was Northwestern by a hook to whiskey, and then I pissed it all the way in the other sports. Oh my goodness. 7-1 college basketball day, and you don't make money? This is terrible. Browns. I mean, that's a tough loss there. I didn't bet KC. You should at least have KC. Should at least have the under. 0-3 in the NBA. No betting allowed. Marco says, F them. Wow. Marco was angry this morning. See, Bowman says, got 19.5 at a parlay on UConn. They should roll. I mean, let's be honest. Georgetown is bad. Cooley's got his work out for him. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Michael B says, watch the UCLA on stinks. It is terrible. I can't take UCLA. A lot of times, I'd be like, you know what, UCLA money line. I can't. They have not been good. I don't see how they're just gonna. Hey, we're a really good team. I mean, they lost guys from last year's squad. You have beaten this team 8 straight times, double digits basically every game except for one. I mean, actually two. We got to go back to. Well, I mean, this one goes back 2020. They play each other all the time, but I mean, UCLA has dominated the series. I mean, that's just the way it is. They've owned them 9-1 straight up. 90 to 44, 66 to 57, 59 to 53, 64 to 59. I mean, the 69-62 win, 69-60 loser, 76-72 loser, 67-60 loser, 65-56 loser. You want to grab an under, you just want to take the under this game? Because if you like UCLA, you have to like the over. You think they're finally going to start making shots. I can't. I can't take a bad team. I'll lose a watch. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not betting on a team that's playing like that. No way. Marco says, F them cats cost me 52K losing to the Packers at Turkey Gate. Go Rams. That's a bad beat right there. Nathan says UCLA is bad. Again, I can't just bet on a bad team like that. Moneyline Markel says I can't bet the Blazers points and the Suns don't put built. No, listen. As you heard me just rant about UCLA being a bad team and betting on a bad team. This is a bad team. And I want to say these guys might be worse than Detroit or Washington, whatever you want to put in here. And they somehow had 10 wins. This is a straight fade of Phoenix. And I said this the other day. Lost to the Clippers, beat the Lakers, Sacramento on deck. This is a spot where, and here's the good thing. If Phoenix comes in and rolls here and it's like a 20, 30-point win, that's fine. Because then we just come back on Sacramento tomorrow. Because Sacramento will most likely be coming in off a loss at Milwaukee. And you're going to have the Suns. Everybody's going to be like, oh, the Suns, they just beat the Lakers and they crushed Portland. And Sacramento lost at Milwaukee. Perky, my guy. Happy Sunday, Dr. Higgs. I put the kids on the line. Take a Memphis at a large money line favorite, which bite me now. Then panic all day morning. Oh, Perky. Yeah, I'm not a huge. If I'm doing money lines, I don't want to go over like a 130, 140 kind of area. That's about as good as I go. I'm not laying like a 2-1. A 2-1 spot. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's why I do a lot of run line and puck lines. Although I'm going to start moving to no bottom nines to Major League Baseball. And maybe a pitcher to get the win in the game for plus money instead of betting that run line. Stephen Bowman says UConn last night ham under 156.5. The total was 156.5. Oh, or is that Wichita? Under one. That's Wichita 156.5. Okay. That was 153 last night. Peter Pumpkin Eaters against Manhattan. Merced, little Marist action, and Denver. 14-41. I'm pulling for you. We got games underway here. How's UConn looking early? That's a little close. It's still early. UConn should pull away. I don't not like Georgetown. Probably should have took the under there. I don't know why I did not. Michael B says, college hoops, I want to come in here and continue my college basketball run. I can't find anything. Yeah, I mean, I had a couple games up last night, and where is I'm going to show you here. No, let's go to the banner part. So last night, I was like, Green Bay, we used to take them Washington -3. Now Washington's a pick 'em. I'm not running. You don't have to run to bet the games. You don't like it, you don't like it. I do like Tulsa with you. You want to take Tulsa in the points? I like it. 1-3 conference got Tulsa off the close loss to FAU. Tulane is 1-12 when playing in Tulane. Tulane is 1-12 when playing in Tulane or in Tulsa. I do like the home dog there. Sia Bowman says Green Bay first drive TD, Cowboys first drive field goal 22-1. That's worth a shot for $10, man. $25 on that, $10. Even if people put $1 on it, today's 22. Bruce, my guy, good to see you, Bruce. I saw your comment the other day. Good to see you back. Hope all is well. Haven't really seen you much on Twitter either, but I hope everything is all right with you. Good to see you. Kansas City under. That's a nice hit for me. I had that. I didn't have the. I don't know why I didn't have the over Cleveland Houston game on the sites because I talked about that all week. I didn't even put it out here in the chat. So you do a lot of shows and videos. You're all over the place. You forget, but I did have it for myself, and of course I was on that Casey under from Look at Lines on Sunday. That line comes out. I'm on the under, and I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to be on the Bills, whatever the opening number is against Kansas City next week as well. We'll talk about that today. There won't be late night money tonight, but there'll be the Look at Line show, as always. Actually, you know what? I should probably wait till that game's over and roll in just late night money with all the games for next week. Maybe I'll tweet them out as they come up for Look at Lines. Michael B. said, I want to bet the Shockers here +5 versus Memphis. Wichita's lost 4 straight. I feel like Memphis is teetering on a loss. Wichita State is hurt being passed. I said I sort of liked Wichita State. And then we got into the numbers looking at them. And Memphis, again, this kind of number, I don't like them to cover it. And then we got Perky coming in, dropping it -$2 on a money line on Memphis. Oy, oy. Here we go. T-Money's in. Steven, I'm on it. Love it. He likes the Green Bay first drive TD, Cowboys first drive field goal. Jesse Shule says Dan Campbell's the kind of coach who gets you to the playoffs, but McVay's the kind of coach who gets you the Super Bowl. I agree. We have the Rams here in the chat. Or no, do we have the Rams here in the chat? Are you over in the chat? I've said about the Rams, or I think the Rams is talking in the chat. And I've said it before here. This is where why you have to lean to the Rams here with McVay. I mean, Dan Campbell, and I've said this every show for most of this week. The rah-rah, we're going to go for it. People love it. That's great. It's like a Madden game. Playoffs, you can't be pulling that kind of crap. You can't do that. As it come back and bites you in the butt, man. That's what I think the difference is here. And yeah, both quarterbacks, nice little stories, back and forth, same teams. If I'm betting on one coach to have a game plan for his ex quarterback, I'm going McVay. I'm going McVay. And I don't want to listen. Detroit's super season, fabulous. What can we say about that? They took off last year. Everybody wanted them. This year they were the hype team. Here you are. You're drawing the Rams, who basically should have won 8 in a row. They lose that overtime game in Baltimore. Should have been a winner. Hey, tough one. Tough. C-Bum says over 6.5 goals. Detroit, Toronto. -150 in a parlay. Okay, hold on a second. So it's over goals, and then you have Toronto in this game. Is that what I'm guessing here? Michael B says, I got Cowboys my 7 CD first touchdown, 550. Cowboys always taking the ball first at home, and CD is Dak's favorite target. Yeah, I mean, the guy's had an unbelievable season. I mean, record-breaking Cowboy season. Dave says, I'm on the over in the Leafs game, 6.5. Toronto can't stop anybody. Yeah, 6.5. I like it. I should have put it in here. Marcos Min, thank you for the Marcos Min. You got it. Rutgers, good defense. I know. I like Rutgers. I like them. Husky 77.50. I could see that. I think it's a UConn and under game. I prefer the under because I don't want to lay 20 though. You know that. Michael B says I want to bet the Rams here, but they're such a public dog. I got killed taking a public side with the Browns yesterday, so I'm a little skittish. Listen, there's 2 games in the NFL on Saturday, 2 games in the NFL Sunday, 2 games in the NFL Monday. Next week there'll be 4 games total. You're going to be on a public side. This stuff has got to stop. You can't worry. One, people say, "Oh, I can't." Oh, you bet these games a week at a time. Well, I don't want to be swayed by what the public thinks, right? I mean, people want to come in and hear my show or a million shows, whatever show you're watching. You want to hear. Your brain's going to hear what you want to hear on a team that whoever you automatically were liked. You're wired into that. But the public dogs thing. There's going to be a public. The public wins a little bit. The difference is winning 45% of the time, like the public does, or 55% of the time, like the pros do, or however you want to word it. Even if they win 45% of the time. I mean, let's be honest. Most people are probably between. Actually, I don't even know because I've seen people who are just total mushes. But um, I don't worry about that. You can't worry about that. You got killed on a public dog. I got to give Ross Benjamin credit with that. He's like the interceptions and turnovers are going to come back to bite Cleveland, and he has, and he absolutely didn't. Back-to-back pick sixes, and that was the game right there. That was the game. So I, the public dog. This is like the public money kind of stuff. Oh, the percentages. Every book has a different percentage, and if you're going to follow that blindly, you're going to get crushed. I'll tell you that right now. Don't follow that nonsense. Lex, last Lex Lock winner. Here we go. New year, new me. No more Lex Locks. Nine leggers. Michael B says NBA day. I'm not betting. Portland, hell no. Suns off big win, and Portland has looked like trash. Mini money line. Yes, I had mini money line in the late show last night. You can find it on Twitter. Again, I'm sure people are going to be like, "Oh, you put out a different game." Late night money, exactly what it is. We're going to do kind of first look at games. If we're using them, they come up here in the midday money show with the records. With the records. T-Buddy. Nick Dowd of the Capitals, plus $7 score. He scored 3 of 4. And he's plus 7. He scored 3 in 4 games. Introducing the flex lock of the day. Yeah. Bruce likes Stanford today. I don't hate it against Utah. I mean, Utah's off a big win, but Stanford's been gritty, and the line's come down a bit. Actually, that's a lie. It's got to 2.5, 1.5 to 2.5. Justin says I'm also on Tulsa. Yeah, I like Tulsa today. I might go take a mortgage out against you. Against who? Hold on a second, Nathan. What are we doing here? What is Nathan? Yukon Huskies. What do we got? We got to straighten this one out. Taking a mortgage against out. He's taking a mortgage out against something. Here we go. NFL's still rigged. Here we go. The NFL's rigged because someone told me that there's no way the Browns don't win because they want the Browns to face their old team, the Ravens. Marcos Minute. Buffalo game was canceled. Shake my head now. I have nothing to watch till later on the day. Home board couldn't work outside because Michigan got a blizzard. Well, go outside and shovel. Do some push-ups. I know what to tell you. Mark, you know what you could do for the next 3 hours? Load up an old laptop or an iPhone. I know you got to have an extra phone that has apps on it. And download one of the podcasts of mine and just play it all day long for 24 hours. All right? That's what you could do. Or go to the Sean Higgs channel and watch a bunch of my old videos on Sean Higgs so I could get enough things to monetize the channel. That'd be really good. You just do that all day. Perky says Memphis money line. Here we go. Minus $2. Perky, what are we doing? I just mentioned you. Minus $2 on the Memphis money line. Backstage tattoo says Lion Money. Thank me later. Backstage tattoo. I see backstage. I want to say like backdoor tattoo. just bad things. Backstage tattoo. A thank me later play. I love the thank me later. Lions money line. All right. You know, I'll give you your props or tease you tomorrow or tonight. Nathan says, let's go. Memphis Tigers beat the crap out of the Shockers team. Nathan. Oh, Nathan, this is what you want to do? You're going to take the mortgage out and lay it on Memphis? Backstage tattoo. Again, another thank me later game. Dallas under. Oh, my goodness. A double thank me laters. We got to get the thank you cards out. Perky Sanderson says, happy Sunday, Higgy. I put the kids and family on the line for a Memphis money line. Here we go. It's party time. It is party time. Man, I'm 20 minutes behind in comments. That's a good show, though, if I'm this far behind. That means people are watching. It says I got, like, we got good listener. We got good viewers on Picks Parlays and Winning Free Picks. A lot of people watching. Excellent. Just says, not sure if grandbaby's doing better. I'm not taking my son's school. It's like, get out of here on a Sunday. I need a day of rest, baby. But now, Markel, if I can't take UCLA, then why are you trying to take points with the Blazers? 2 points here. Utah, excuse me, the Utah smackdown of UCLA. I guess that was like just a culmination, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. culmination of a horrendous 8 games or whatever they played. I'm not taking that's like, can they play worse than that? I don't know. I don't think it's worse than getting blasted by 50. Now, on the flip side, with Portland, why I'm taking Portland is because I have a Suns team. And again, just the way the NBA is and works, rigged. People want to say it's rigged. The Suns are not covering this number. Double digits on the road off of a big win and a bigger opponent on deck at home. This is a game where they kind of come in and skate. This is a skate kind of game. You might. How about let's try to find some Blazers first half, first quarter money line stuff here. If you don't want to do the 11, Blazers are gonna. The Suns are gonna just play a little stupid here. That's what I'm saying. That much is for sure. You could take that one to the bank, my Markel. And I don't say locks or easy or stuff like that. I'll say there's no way that the Suns come out here and it's 38-13 in the first quarter. No way. The Suns are going to sun it up. I mean, it's funny here where the Suns, they are 19-18. Like they're so much better. They're 19-18. All in on Memphis. Oh, Perky. We might have to do a GoFund for Perky. Todd's in the house. Good morning, Sean and the crew in the chat. Perky says, come on, Memphis. Is this game underway already? We got time on this. We got time. You're cheering them on. They haven't even started yet, Perky. Perky, do you want me to do a live stream for the Memphis? We'll do a watch party. We'll have a little watch party. Memphis and Wichita. Just says Bruce Brown on the Pacers played on the Nuggets championship team. Now first game back in Denver. I got it. I'm like, who's Bruce? I'm like, I didn't know who that was. All right, Bruce Brown over 10.5. Let's go. Next deal. You will be there. Every little parlay I take will be together. Here we go. That's it. That's a new Bobby Brown song. Perky says, please, I'm just keep my family together. Need this for the kids. Perky's coming in with some funny stuff. I like it, Perky. Please keep it up. I like laughing. Hey, you filthy animal, John Benjamin. Welcome on in. Hope all is well. Good to see you on a Sunday. Todd says, Green Bay college basketball taking low. Okay, Green Bay basketball. Yes, I like Green Bay. I mentioned this last night on the Late Show. Late night money. Look at lines. Whatever we call it. I haven't decided. Night moves, late night money, look at lines. I said Green Bay last night, so I like it. Love over 300 yards plus 250. There you go. Somebody had over 249. I thought that was a little light. And I'm like, you know what? That doesn't seem right to me. Here, though, you're getting plus money. Sure. These games today, I'm undecided still. You don't have to run the college basketball when there's a handful of games and there's, especially I think people don't really roll to the Horizon League and the AA MAC and stuff like that. They want the marquee matchups. You can take a day off. It's all right. No one's going to come get your book's not going to come and harass you. They'll probably harass you with a bunch of notifications like, hey, bet this right now. Bet this right now. I'll get to Tony C in a second. Please turn your notifications off on your phone for if you got sports books. All right. Here's some free money for you. Turn that crap off. Turn it off. That boy Tony C, my guy. Good to see Tony C. He's an original. Speaking of original, I see Stimmy OG sometimes in pub sports. You won't come back here say hello to that guy. I'm gonna have to make fun of him later when I'm on the pub channel. Tony C likes the Packers. What do you say? I'm good. I fade Cappers come in opposite of me. I fade Cappers. I don't know if I saw you went against me on some game. I had some video. I won that one, but here we go. I fade's coming in opposite me. I fade oppo of me. All right. Here we go. Good to see I fade. I fade. You should come. Listen, I fade. You'd be crushing it because I'm having a bad college basketball year. You see, I'm down. You'd be up. You're up good money there, but NFL, NBA, hockey, college football was a winner. I mean, I have not been bad in the free picks here. Free picks overall have been good. Now, when we lose, and baseball, bad year. I mean, you would have been laying big juice going against me, but you would end up in a plus for sure. Money line Markel, sorry, when everyone goes left, I go right, and I'm on the under in the Cowboys. Money line Markel trying to sound like he's a pro. Now he wants to go opposite of people. Now he's zigging instead of zagging with the crowd. Now he's opposite guy. Money line Markel. I got to write this down for Money line Markel. What paper could I use here for this? I got to do somewhere. I'm going to save it. You know what? This pad is done. We're going to get on the other thing. I got to write on the bottom because this has to transfer to other books that I use for the free picks. So when you come in with some crazy favorite, I could be like, "Hey, remember this? When everyone," I should actually just take a picture, but it's funny if I just write it down. When everyone go left, I go right. Jake's in the house. Cowboys over 50.5, a team total over. I agree. I got the Yankees. Oh my God. I'm talking baseball. Let's do it. Dallas team total over 14.5 for me. Rams over 52. Washington in college hoops. Reed anytime touchdown plus 150. Cooks anytime 190. And the Trailblazers plus 11. Plus 11. But now Michael says Denver first quarter, first half against the Pacers. Sure. Bill says, told you Dolphins couldn't score. Is there a Texans-Ravens line yet? No line yet because the Steelers can still upset Buffalo, so there's no line on that one yet. You didn't have to tell me twice on that game, Bill. I was on that under out of the gate. I had a 44, I had a 45, a 44.5, a 44. And I think I lectured the chat to death yesterday on the Dolphins and how they performed against playoff teams. Not good. I'm going to see if I can find a Texas Ravens line here. But yeah, you have a. Oh, I mean, there's nothing to talk about with the. I mean, they're gone. They're gone here. Let's see. Let's see if we have any kind of early action here. And by that, I mean, has anybody put up a sort of a look ahead? I don't see anything really. Because some spots would put it up both ways. Like, all right, Steelers win, it'll be X. Bills win, it'll be Y. But I'm just scrolling through. I just typed in Texans, Ravens, and I really don't see nothing, which is odd. You think someone would come up with a early look for that game. And it's not. We know the Ravens are going to be favored. The Ravens are going to be favored. And why wouldn't they be favored? They beat these guys way back in week 1. It was 25-9. I had the Texans, by the way, in week 1. We couldn't punch in a garbage touchdown as 10-point dogs. I thought we were going to be able to. Was not meant to be. Was not meant to be. Should be an interesting match. I don't think it's going to be 9. Probably. I'm guessing this might be like a 7. I'll be shocked if it's under 7. 6.5. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. T Money says I'm in the house. T Money. All right. Signal's been suspect, but I'm in the house. So thanks for the love. As much as I love Stroud, I think he's going to be a megastar. I'm not sold on Jordan Love long term. See, I think Love, and again, 2 different situations. And I saw your message. I just didn't respond to you this morning. I was doing things. And we're talking about, you're like, oh, Stroud's going to be awesome for years to come. And my point was like, every quarterback you hear this about, oh my God, look at this. Tua is going to be great. Oh, watch out for Justin Herbert. Every guy's that. And then you're like, you were just talking about Stroud, but you hear the hype on these guys. Can we do something? I mean, I need more than a season. I need more than a season of goodness. Horse nuts. I love it. Look at the difference in the schedule. Memphis rolls two different clubs. They should. I think the talent gap is enormous between the two. Memphis is a team that gets NBA guys. Wichita has not been good in a couple of years. Definitely should Wichita go back to the Missouri Valley. You are not. Coaches leave, teams collapsed. That being said, horse nuts. Why is the line coming down? 5.5 down to 4.5. You know, that's what I look at. I look at it as it's a top 15 team or whatever the heck Memphis is ranked, and everybody's betting them. You're bringing up good points about strength of schedule, and the line comes down. So that's why I like Wichita. And this isn't well. I told you so. There, it's listen, Wichita. If Memphis comes in and wins by 8 and covers, super. I know for a fact because I had New Mexico yesterday. I had Cincinnati the other day. I had TCU the other day. I had Texas A&M. Florida. You have spots like this where teams as ranked come in with short lines or underdogs on the road against teams, and they lose long. You can't look at it as one game. It's not one day. It's a season of fading spots. T-Mike says Packers wideouts are really good. I think the Packers wideouts TD props are good today. I agree. That's why we got our guy. Where's he at? Reed plus 150. They scored 24-28 today and gave up a 40 spot. That sounds about right to me. I'm thinking 37-27, something like that. I think we get some points. Here we go. Memphis. Perky's loving. It's everybody's on Memphis here. I can't. I'm going to be against you guys. I'm sorry. I should. I'm not against you guys. I didn't bet it. I shouldn't say I'm against you guys. I'm just giving my thought on it of why I probably should have put Wichita up in the chat and took them. Because the more I think about it and we have this discussion, it is not a spot I want to take the Tigers in. Jesse Schultz says, Michael B., you cannot say the M word on YouTube. Yes, you can't say the M word. Earl Sports is coming in. What do you say, Nick? I'm both favorites in the NFL today. Dallas by 7, team total over 29.5, over 15.5. Detroit -3, team total over 27.5. Should get there. I mean, this is normally a dog kind of round. And why wouldn't it be? It's wild card. You get maybe a weak team. They're playing well coming into it. A la Buffalo's been tearing it up for 2 months. Green Bay's on a nice little run then this season. Maybe catch some upsets. You get a team like Dallas who's notorious for just bad clock management and blowing games. So, yeah. But I don't think. I mean, the square par, what are we doing here now? This is why you put your stuff in early and you stay away from all the nonsense and the voices. Bet boy Tony C. I'm on a Rams +3. Kareem Williams go over his rushing total of 82.5. Could get over those hoes too, Tony C. Cooley gets hot. Ed Cooley for Georgetown? Stephen Bowman. I also have $5 on left to throw for the most passing yards this weekend, a plus a dime. Flacco's the leader right now at 307. Well, he's got a shot to be 307. I mean, who else would he went to? Worth a shot, especially if you think if it's going to be a shootout or if they're down, he's going to be throwing the ball all over the place. Bruce says UCLA. That's just a team I can't bet. As much as I said everything about going against different lines and stuff, and this is down to a pick 'em, and would part of me is like, yeah, it's UCLA. I can't. They've just been so bad, and I think they just get the benefit of the doubt is that hey, it's UCLA, and they're gonna be a good team because they're UCLA, and they were whatever. Would they go to the Final Four last year? Hold on, I got to see what they did last year. Where's UCLA? 90% of last year's scoring is gone. Led the league in scoring defense last year. I mean, again, they're a top 25 team based on what they did last year. 31-6. That team is totally gone. And you see them now playing. It's one thing beating some non-conference teams. Now you're playing teams that you have mauled the last couple years because you're a Sweet 16 team or Final Four talent-wise. Talent-wise, what is there to say? No UCLA can't do it. Tom Hansen has up smash. Look at the Memphis love here is out of control. It's out of control, the Memphis people. Holy cow. Cooley gets his guys up for these blue blood teams. Dangerous taking UConn today. I don't know. Listen, do I want to lay 20? No, I would prefer to take the under in that game. Marco says Cleveland over was good by halftime. Yeah. Now we knew that was going to be there. Cornolio. I haven't did great Cornolio. Do I gotta put my shirt on my head to be Cornolio? All I know is that today's a new day. And this is what I don't think people understand, Cornolio. Like, you bet it and forget it. I say this is going to be a shirt when we do some shirts. I always say we do shirts. I get shirts for myself. Rearview mirror is right there to look back behind you in the car. Windshield's the entire front of your vehicle. It's like betting, bro. You have to put that in the basket. Just move on. It's a new day. Yesterday does not matter. Yes. See, it says fade to public parlay. Alternate under Cowboys 53.5. Alternate under in the Detroit game 55.5 plus 261. See, the Dallas game, I might be a little shocked if it goes under. Just because I can see Dallas just falling apart. The defense is there. But if they show up with defense, why do I think the offense is going to do their part and put up 40? Right? So that one's a little trickier. That's Dallas. You don't know what type you're getting in that game. Is it 22-20 like the Detroit game, or is it 45-40 or something? The Detroit under is one I'd say just do a straight up under on. Like, I would not be shocked if that one goes under. And again, this is me. Rams over 52. I think both quarterbacks, the other coaches know their weaknesses, right? So you think that would help out. I don't think that helps out with Dan Campbell. I think it's going to still be a shootout. I don't think the Rams stop the run. I think it's going to be an over game. But that will not shock me if that one goes under. Dallas would be a little more shocking. Team Money says, why don't you all just take the easy way out? UCLA team total over 70. There you go. There's exactly. That's an easy way out. 70 points for their team total is 70 points. Get out of here. 70. They scored. What did they score? 70 once this year? 44, 57, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 games ago, they scored 72 against Northridge. Then they scored 76 against Chaminade, 78 against LIU, and 75 versus State. 70 and a half. I'm taking this under. I'm taking it. Is that right, T-Money? Is this right? Ah, man. Where's college basketball? Men's college basketball. Team totals. Where's the team totals? Come on. Ay. Of course, you jump on these sites and they go freaking live because I got all types of freaking wacky stuff going live. Dave says, you're telling me to get some help on a Spurs game, then you go back to good old Blazers, right? Listen, at least the Blazers are playing the Suns. It's not like it was the Spurs and who did the Spurs play in that matchup? The Washington Capitals, the Wizards. Who were they playing? They were playing the Pistons. Come on. At least this is the Suns are on the other side. At least there's a good team on the other side. Creekman, my guy. Good to see you. Maryland, Marist, Liberty, UC, Wilmington, Washington. All right. Let's start it up. Where is my game here? Maryland versus the Illini. I like the over. Marist over Rider. I said yes to. Liberty. I'm on the other side of Louisiana Tech on the free pick video. NC Wilmington versus Delaware. I agree with. Washington, yes. Utah. I like Stanford there. Green Bay in the over 5 pays 842. Just some fun, big llama. The llama is down. The Christmas llama is away. The regular llama is on the ground. I put up my daughter maybe that nice little sailboat for Christmas. Hey, 5 for 842. It's definitely a little fun. I have a lot of fun if it hits. Well, Markel, I can see that scenario. Kings beat Suns tomorrow too, but I can't bet the Kings either. Yeah, I'm just throwing things out there for people to. Just my thoughts. I don't look at it as one day. You got to look at it as like it's spread out, right? You got to look at it more than just what's in front of you. The old forest from the trees. You got to look a little deep. All right, let me get to this Euclid game here. First half, let me get team totals. Under 70.5. Thank you. That's a nice winner. I'll take that under 70.5. Thank you for that, T-Money. Lexus, what's the M word? You didn't know what the M word was, Lex? T-Money says, Poland's been getting beat by almost 30 games in their last 5 losses. Yikes. More reason to like them, baby. I love it. All over Marist today against Ryder, the Bronx. Lex says, lost a 12-leg yesterday because of 2 games. Idaho State short 2 points, and the Dolphins. Well, the Dolphins, I mean, you knew you were going to lose as soon as you put the Dolphins in that. That could have told you were going 11-1. I see stuff like this, Lex, and this is why I'm going to open up one of my burner accounts on my phone, get the burner phone, and start a TikTok. Plus $1 TikTok is coming because I'm going to put like that little old lady, Nana, like, oh, it's okay, little bird. I'll take care of you. It's going to be like, this is me take care of people when they go 12-1 in a 11-1 and 12-team parlays. I'm going to have a whole parlay theme TikTok. Al, love UCLA. Watched it under 140.5. Watched it at a pick'em. I agree. I like watched it. UCLA. I've talked about enough with UCLA. Stevens 22-1. Was that a parlay? Yes, that was a big parlay Stevens had. BetBoy Tony C. Catch totals of both NFL games yesterday. Bills game. I'm on the Steelers plus 10 in Philly. See, I like the Steelers when they're playing on Sunday, or yesterday. I keep thinking today's whatever because we had games yesterday. I grabbed the Steelers on Friday plus 10.5. I was already on the under 38 to start the week. I'm like, man, if they can't throw the ball, I'm taking the 10 points. Now they changed the date. I got a little refund action on that game because it's 24 hours out. It's not a 1 o'clock game. It's a 4 o'clock game. So I lucked out on that. But I don't like the Steelers. If there's no wind and just snow, no thank you. That game had Steelers winning all over it yesterday. To Moose, our Cowboys going to win today. I hope so, Tommy. I hope so. I don't know. I'm not optimistic. Perky says, put 10K on the Browns yesterday. Say I'm playing catch up. It's sick. To bet I didn't cash out again. What are you doing, Perky? 10 grand on the Browns, fella? What are you doing? Are you part owner of the Padres? Is that what you do? That way you traded Soto? Need a little cash to free up for these crazy money line bets? Todd says Rams have the coaching edge by far. It's not even close. Creekman, Rams money line, Lions under, Wings over. Again, Rams sure, Lions under. I won't be shocked if that goes under, even though I do have the over. And the Wings over. Yes, that's 6.5. The truth is in the house under in both NFL games today. Going against the grain. Yeah, probably split. Steve Bowman says T-Money is the first drive parlay. The first drive parlay. Green Bay touchdown, Dallas field goal. First drive parlay. T-Money. Sean, who's the guy you said was talking nonsense that the Rams would win by 8 or more games? I swear I was smoking something. The Rams going to light up Detroit. Glad you're on the Rams with me. Is that you? You had the Rams early this year? You like the Rams early this year? I don't remember that conversation, T-Money. I remember, I'll tell you, our guy locking in with the King D, was all over the Colts. I'm like, you're out of your mind. They're not with a rookie quarterback. That's why when the season ended, I said, hey, Quinn Richardson was it quarter or Quinn Richardson? he's the he's the point guard or whatever. Quinn Richardson. Anthony Richardson was out. With Minshew, sure, I think that was an over team and a playoff team if they played all year, him and Taylor. I do not remember this conversation with the Rams. I don't remember that. Pull it up. I know you like to go through the old videos. Michael B says, just show the M word. Never heard of his resort to the M word before. YouTube could kiss my butt. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Marco Schmidt says, I'm only pissed off Higgs. I've been upset since the Cats lost to Green Bay on Turkey Day, so I don't mess with them no more, but I live in Detroit. For now, you remember they was my only loser on my 25 leg. I remember that. I remember. T-Money. Oh, man, I don't know. I can do the parlay, but individual, I like them. You split them. Yeah, you can do either way. Yeah, that was your 10-legger parlay. Todd says, Miami fire McDaniels to bring Bill Belichick in. Just a thought. How are you blaming this guy? You want to blame him for blowing a game against the Titans? Sure. You want to fire him because he can't win on the road against good teams? That's a reason. You don't fire him because of yesterday when you had, I know Waddle played and Mozart, whoever, they were all still banged up, and a quarter of your starting defense was out. That's not the coach's fault. Or maybe Chubb's fault because he's losing 50-10 and he left him in. Otherwise, I'm not firing him for that. I'm firing him because you can't beat Kansas City twice. You can't beat Buffalo twice. You can't beat Baltimore on the road. You can't beat Philly on the road. You should have lost to Dallas. That's why I'm firing you. So it says my props say Pollard over rushing yards, 61.5. Stafford over passing yards. Rams team total over. And Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown. Should sweep the board there, Jesse. Stephen Bowman. How can Matt LaFleur be in consideration for coach of the year? You trade your Hall of Fame quarterback and got better and go to playoffs. Probably because they didn't win division. I wish they did because I had a division. We told them, I said we're going to pull it up. We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up. Green Bay Packers plus 330, 7.5 wins. Green Bay to win and over the total for the Green Bay Packers. Although we catch this one was kind of nice. 10-1 win the South. Tampa Bay, huh? How'd that work out for everybody? Anybody want to bet games in August? Probably not. You probably didn't bet it because everybody's too busy worrying about betting a first basket the next day. Kevin, 1, if Detroit loses, will the coach cry? 2, if he makes the game going for it on 4th downs. I don't know if he'll cry if they lose. I think he's going to be really pissed off. He should cry because number 2 is the reason why he might be crying because he's going to go for something stupid or play a trick play when, sometimes you just got to go by the book here. It's playoff time, one and done. T-money, it's public money and all that is a ton of smelly BS. Just go who you like and live it. I don't think that's more or how am I trying to word this? In today's day, because there's 9 million shows on TV, podcasts, Instagrams, TikToks, Twitter, whatever the case would be, you're bombarded with stuff. And new people don't know, a lot of people don't know what to talk about. Your go to school as a television person, and then you're in here giving picks out, and everybody's watching the show, and Jimmy Johnson and the crew, everybody has this. People follow that like the public money. It's this and that. Like everybody listens to different podcasts, and guys have big followings. You get all this stuff. You have to be decided. Super Bowl Sunday. These games end today, or let's say, they have to end Monday now because we have 3 days of freaking playoffs instead of just one. We have to spread it out now. The games are over. You should know exactly who you're betting for. You should have your bets in on Monday night. They should be in after the games are over. What are you waiting for? For me to tell you who I like? Okay, and that's fine. I appreciate that. You my football's won you enough. We're like, oh man, hopefully I'm on the same side as Sig. That's great, or anybody for that matter. You should at least have a 99% not lock, but who you're betting. Oh, everybody's on that. I can't do that. Don't don't worry about everybody else. Worry about yourself. Money Markel agrees with T Money. He says I lean on Lions first half. Voodoo's coming in on Euclid. Voodoo Rangers. Listen, I cannot condone UCLA. I had them the other day. I'm like, what am I doing with this squad? Terrible. Terrible. If they win today, fabulous. They're just definitely not on my team to bet on. Bet boy Tony C taking a public, non-public into too much count will almost always muddy the waters. Make things harder than necessary. It's a grind. Why make it harder? Exactly. Don't worry about that. Get yourself a notebook. I know people don't have notebooks. Everybody's got a phone. You're watching on a phone instead of a desktop or a laptop, whatever. Write down what you like. That's why I do look at line. You kind of know who you like. And if you're not looking ahead and figuring out scenarios and spots where you think things are going to happen, well, you got some ways to go. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Aaron Jones over 74.5 yards rushing. Get your pen out. Another thank me later. Here we go. Pen is out. Tony C. Thank me later. I need another piece of paper for the thank me laters here between I Fade Cappers and Backstage Tattoo. Thank me later. Aaron Jones over 74.5. I do. I got to get another piece of paper because we got Ryan King had his guarantee. He was 3-0. He says he wants to go undefeated. He's got Rams money line. And what I got? ATS here. Who's this other one we got? I can't even read that hand. How bad is I can't read my handwriting? Something over 1.5 and the Rams plus 3.5. Oh boy. Joe Chai said 10 dimes. Yeah. John. Perky Sanderson, a 10-dimer on Cleveland yesterday. And he's got Memphis money line today minus $2. Marcos, I'll do the Higgs. I download to watch podcasts and other shows until the game starts in a few hours. Yeah, just load up my channels. Go for it. Load them up. Live stream for Memphis is the best idea. Steven Bowman says Portland first half money line is 265. Spread is plus 6. Call me crazy. I've been called a lot worse. If it loses, it loses. We're not going to lose sleep. You shouldn't be out on the street if you lose a bet. We're not telling you this isn't a crazy nonsense coming in here yelling and screaming about the game. Take it and load on it. It's just a spot. I like a team. If it loses, it loses. Fine. Move on to Monday. Justin says Wichita State's plus 163. Have you on them already on plus 5? Justin is on Wichita. We got Perky and others. Quite a few people on Memphis. You know what? Maybe I'll do a little live. Maybe we'll do a little Memphis live for everybody. We'll call it the Perky Show. Perky Memphis live on the Sean Higgs channel. Go to Sean Higgs YouTube. We'll be doing a live on Sean Higgs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? I didn't even check the Winner Free Picks YouTube because we have the poll question today. Your favorite wild card game today. Let's see how that one rolled out. 22 watching, 24 likes. I love it. I love when we got more likes than watches. All right, so we have some votes right now. Cowboys leading away at 35%, and the Rams are at 28%. Packers 26%. Nobody's liking the Lions today. Oh, the public's going to do them in, apparently. Steve says, I did one UConn 17.5 live. How's that game going? Is this game at halftime? Moneyline Markel says zigzag. Yeah, he likes the old. He's a zigzag man. That's what he is. T-Mine says, I'm ready for baseball. I got to do my guy. I think it was Matt was looking for some baseball stuff. I gotta get on baseball. I saw Bet Online had some futures posted. We gotta do it. Rich K likes Cleveland State -1. I sort of like Green Bay, Rich. I mentioned last night on the late show. I did not end up betting it, but good luck on your Vikings today. Bill says Texans look good over when they play the Ravens. Gotta see what that is. I won't hate. Also, January. It's a dome team outside. I know Stroud played at Ohio State, but there are elements involved. Antoine, my guy, good to see you. Been a while, better late than never. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope all's well. Happy New Year to you. Hope you had a good holiday. Dak 3 TDs on FanDuel. Bet your again. I said I had to get a new piece of paper, and now we're on our way. Now it's official. New piece of paper is out because I got to write all these down. Antoine Daniels, Dak 3 TDs. Bet your account. I got to write down my guy, I Fade Cappers. He's always against me. He comes in, leaves a chat, and leaves. I don't mind. Tony C. Thank me later play. Please, get out your thank me later plays, folks. We'll read them all off tonight on the late show. Aaron Jones. Over 74.5. And this isn't just to like tease or make fun of. Like I just, the thank me laters, the lock emojis. I just have fun with it. It's part of the show if you haven't already. Ryan King is 3 already. He says Rams, money line, Rams plus 3.5. He had 3.5 because he put it in the other day. Backstage, or as we like to call them, or as I say, backdoor tattoo. Oh my God, backdoor tattoo. Thank me later. The old thank me later. Lions money line, Dallas under. There we go. T Money says Ravens 7.5 probably. I got to write down my guy. I'm writing Perky's name here. Perky money line minus 200 Memphis. I'm not going to forget this because how could I forget that? But Mike says T Money. I'm about to follow you on Twitter. Why? You should follow T Money. If you're not following people in the chat here, everybody should follow each other. Why wouldn't you? Stephen Bowman. Although I can't get people to hit the like button, so I don't know why you'd probably just follow a random stranger from the chat. Stephen Bowman says Aaron Jones 8-time touchdown, Cup 8-time touchdown, Packers first quarter money line plus 1136, a 10 spot. Why? I don't hate this. I don't hate this one bit. I like it. T Money says Lamar, Stroud, Mahomes, Burrow will run the NFL for the next 5 or 10 years. Here we go. Joe Burrow's never healthy. Mahomes, I mean, he's as good as they got. I mean, Stroud, you got Stroud in here. Lamar, I'll give you Lamar. Clint Higgs, how's it going, my friend? It is going all right, except I get a crazy comment like this that CJ Stroud, after not even a season's over, he's going to be running the league for 10 years. Michael B, have a good day. People are zigging and zagging. I'm going left and right, fading this and that. I'm out. Dan Book in the house, my guy. Good to see you. Shout out pops in. Look at this. An hour and 15 minutes into the show, and I am still 20 minutes behind the comments. Wow. Good show today. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I posted my picks on your stream last night. Posted on my channel. I just try not to rewrite all of it. I get it. We were here last night. Shout out. It's okay. Shout out. Put them in the chat because other people are here that weren't here last night. And I don't write them all down from last night. I don't write down everybody. This is not, back in the day, Ali and Lenny running the whiteboard, writing down everybody's plays. Scott, I did parlay the Illini Cowboys first half money lines. Should get there. I mean, Illinois is what, a 10-point fave? Dallas 7-point fave? Dallas has to win this game or their coach is fired. Todd Clinton Higgs should have a winner with Utah, with U of Washington later today. Looks like the guy from ESPN Bet Live, Dallas is best bet. Who's that? Hold on a second. So some dude on ESPN says to take the Washington. Then that's a loser. That's probably why the line came down to 3-1. Oh my goodness. Now I got to go to Twitter and see who this clown is. Who's this clown's name? Dallin? Dallin Cuff? Is that who this is? Broadcast ESPN soccer lobbyists, Steelers and Arsenal. Really, this is the guy. This is the guy who's I want to tell me what to do. But this is why ESPN will never go out of business, fellow Todd. Because people take advice from people like that. Tony C. Every season I'm able to find a blue blood team that's not good and fade the crap out of them until the book catches up. It's UCLA this year. It's by far it's got to be UCLA. They've been terrible. Terrible. Daniel Hoffman says, player prop today is Montgomery. Anytime touchdown over 54.5 yards rushing. Hold on. Is that OBJ in there? Let's say OBJ. I'm saying UCLA team total 7.5. Yeah, take the under in that game. Take team total under. They scored 70 twice all year, I think. Actually, 3 times. The twice was against LIU and at St. Francis, PA. Tony C said, I'm a Terps fan. Do not take them today. Struggle on the road. Yes, they're bad. Bad away from home. Home teams, this is why, a la Memphis, they're a 5-point favorite on the road as a ranked team, short line. You're going to get a full swing, a full punch from the home dog. Danny Giants, I want to see some of your bets at Shout Out King. He'll put them in the chat. T-Money, you got it, Steven. UCLA can't score against me. And Sean's right. Yeah, they can't score. Can't score. Me and Sean right now, it's better now, but they do play good D. Who, UCLA? Yeah, they play D. Doesn't tap it. Can't outscore your opponent. Doesn't make a difference with your D. Hold them to what? 22 points? Live UConn, 144, so I jumped on the under. I said I like that under to start. I don't know what it is right now. Anyone on Liberty plus 2.5? No, I told you last night, Fernando, on Winning Free Picks at Sean Higgs free pick video, I had put out a Louisiana Tech play. Shout out to putting his plays in here. Kareem Williams over 15.5 yards receiving over a FanDuel. Team Money says Stephen like to parlay, but Green Bay won't be up in the first quarter. Jeremy, good to see you, Jeremy. Stafford and Goff over 1.5 rushing yards, both plus money on FanDuel. So you think somebody's going to take off running for their lives? Gets you those yardages. Jesse says, Lex, the M word is murder. They would rather have you say mother effer. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. More player props. Pollard over 60.5 yards, minus 113. A FanDuel from our guys. Shout out. Jonathan says Euclid under 68.5. That's our team totals down to 68.5 now? It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, you see they just do not score. They don't score. What are we doing here? I again, getting back to the Bruins. They have not done. What have they done? Nothing. Nothing. So I was just checking on the poll question, but it is way behind. I don't know why. All right, props. Prescott over 1.5 touchdowns. Stafford over touchdown. 162. Here's something. That's a nice little one there for you to do. Scott says, would you do a teaser of Steelers, Bucks, and Rams? Well, I mean, 3-teamer? What are you doing? A 10-point sweetheart teaser? Are we doing 6-point teasers, 4-point teasers? The Tampa game scares me. And I got Philly on one of the free pick videos. And that was before AJ Brown went out. You just hear a lot of bad things coming out of Philly. Is this a circle the wagon type game for them? I mean, they're talking about firing their coach. They were in the Super Bowl last year, and then they get hit by injuries. They get hit by guys leaving, coaches, coordinators. I don't know if I mean I take the Bucks out. I'd rather just the Steelers and Rams. Honestly, the Tampa game scares me. Shout out says the rest is on my page. I'm not gonna post them here. I'll have more coming out. Go to the shout out. Go see my guy Shout Out King. We're all here to make some money, help a fella out. Danny the Great, thank you. Shout out. T Mike says I did. You said I should be muted when I said the Rams were going to make a little noise, and when at least 8 games said, as usual, I'm talking nonsense. I thought you wrote it down. No, I don't have that written down. That does sound like me, though. That does sound like yes, you're talking nonsense. Because I did not think the Rams were. Let's T Money. I'm gonna. Where's my old? Let me go to the banners here. Hold on a second. I want to see if I have any old NFL banners up here from seasons. Nope. Let's see. How'd this one go? Texas plus 120 to win the Big 12. Over 9.5. I think that was a winner. Nope. This is baseball. I gotta get rid of. I thought I had it. I apologize. I thought I'd had that in there. Where's Team Woody? All right, here we go. Clint. I took a nickel yesterday because of the Chiefs' first half full game. I'm hesitant today on the games. I do know the Cowboys have the most to prove against probably the worst defense in the playoffs. Dallas does everything. The coach, the quarterback, just their whole. You can't beat a good team. Now you're in the playoffs. Are you going to pull a Miami? Or are you gonna win here? Let's get these Packers, Clint. I agree. Let's go. Ryan says Bills to win it all. Calling it now. I don't hate this one, Rye. And I wrote you down, Rye, because I know you're 3-0 and you got the Rams money line and 3.5 today. I said a couple weeks ago, as much as I love the Ravens to win the AFC, I said the Bills are the scary bunch. I said because they could be coming into playoffs, winning whatever 5, 6 in a row. They win a couple in the playoffs. Now they're at 8, 9 in a row, going into Baltimore for a championship game. And I think people forget because they were 6-6 at one point that this is a team that was thought of to be one of the top 5 teams in the league when the season started to win a Super Bowl. They're dangerous. Dangerous. Ryan says Rams win tonight and Stafford over 1.5 TDs. That's a good. The TD prop's good there. Alex says good luck today, everybody. Scott says, does the game being moved change what you bet on the Bills Steelers games? Yeah, I mean, I bet the Steelers on Friday thinking it's a blizzard-like conditions, and we saw in the Jets-Patriots game in a little bit of snow how that changes passing. And the huge edge is why they're a 10-point favorite is because they have Josh Allen versus a third-string quarterback and Mason Rudolph. So if you take him out of the game as a throwing quarterback, I'll take any kind of points you're giving me. Now, it's a new day, probably no snow, maybe a little less wind. I don't want the Steelers. No, thank you. Still like the under. I like the under either way in that game because I don't think the Steelers score. Alex says Dallas -9. Dallas is -9 right now. Are we up to 9 in this game? Not overthinking it. I'm pulling up some live odds here. Let's see what's happening here in this game. Peters, my guy. How's it going? Go with your gut. Green Bay +7, says Jonathan. He likes the pack. See, I'm just confused here because someone said it's a 9. Maybe he just brought it up and said, let me get a little. No, because I see 7.5 here. Should you just buy it up to a 9? Perky says, Higgy, I'm drunk. Good luck, Jonathan, from Alex. Aries Water. What is this little guy? Who is that? Is that a crazy cookie monster? Who is that guy with a crown on his head? I'm not calling you crazy. I just want to know what that blue. He kind of looks like me. He's a big, pudgy guy. I should put a little crown on. What is that about? Call me crazy. Green Bay money line. Aaron Jones anytime touchdown. Aaron Jones over 72.5 yards rushing. If he has a monster game, why wouldn't Green Bay win? It's the cow. It's Mike McCarthy. The guy's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. I'm not calling you crazy, Aries Warrior. Just says, yes, we know, Alex. Yes, we know. Don't overthink it. He likes the Cowboys -9. Effing Bob. Write it down. While I will. Write it down. BLT Super Bowl champs. Perky, is he agreeing with the Super Bowl champions? Dirt bikes is life. Are these the gas-powered dirt bikes, Or are we talking the old, when we were kids in the 80s, riding like I couldn't afford a Diamondback. I just had like a Cross or something, or a Schwinn. Couldn't afford a Mongoose with the chromoly frames. Remember chromoly? It's a fancy word when you're, oh my God, it's a chromoly. I'll call you crazy about upgrading Aaron Jones over 72.5 yards rushing. Stephen Bowman says, Wichita State under looks dead. Live totals 174.5. Wow. A lot of points in that game. John says, get a pen out. Thank me later, Aaron Jones. Here we go. The pen is, thank goodness I have 3 pens on the desk because we'll be running out of ink. Jonathan Rodriguez. Thank me later play. Thank me later. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Jones over 18.5 yard. What is this? Receiving yards? That's got to be receiving yards. 18.5. Get back to me what we're getting the pen out for. Oh, yes, here it is. Receiving yards. I got you. Perky says, I'll be in Cape May from the 2 through the 6. We'll have to get a baseball game in. And you're going to Cape May? What do you got, a winter rental in Cape May? Winter rentals in Cape May? Perky? You just come and live in Jersey for March Madness? Hang out AC? That's a receiving problem. T-Money says, I didn't bet it, but how is Memphis only 2.5? Memphis says to get the job done. Memphis is only down to 2.5. Wow, it was a 5 when we started the show. Memphis went to 2.5, huh? The whole chat was on Memphis. I said, what are we doing here? Wichita State. It was a 5. UConn up 9.5. This was from 20 minutes ago. T-Mike says, we need a basketball look ahead. There will be baseball look ahead shows. That's why we do. That's how it started, T-Money. It started with like doing some conference tournaments at the end of February. Then it was all college basketball, NCAA tournament stuff in March. Then it was like, hey, we got baseball. Let's talk baseball lines ahead of time. And I did it for about like 2 months. But then, it would be like 3 people. No one really betting baseball. They want, who we got K props and all that stuff. And that's a lot of times that's not up the night before. Green Williams under 83.5 yards rushing. All right. Dirtbike says, Antoine, I can agree with that one. Dirtbike says Dak's going to sling the rock over his touchdowns 1.5. Rushing yards, says J-Rod. I knew it was rushing and not touching. Cowboys winning it all. Dirtbike is a Cowboy guy. Eagles are going to lose to the Bucks. It's Sean Higgs money line. Thank me later. There we go. Hey. Earl, what's your best bet? Perky Hall of Fame. At Perky, is this your Twitter? This is the Twitter world for the Perky? I think I follow you, Perky. No, there's no Perky HOF. I just looked for a Perky HOF. Bowman says Higgs money line definitely. Yes, so it's always a winner. Dirtbikes is life. Lions -3 over in Detroit, Toronto on the ice. Jesse Shule. Remember when Puig and Story were going to be the face of baseball? Yeah, Yasiel Puig. Yasiel Puig. Where's he play now? T Money says, "Follow me, Money Line Markel." Bill says the pack first quarter will get you every time. 60% of the time, it works every time. What's that from? Steve Bowman says Blazers first half money line, Lions money line, love 400 yards passing in the Hicks money line parlay. Or with this chat, this show will end in time for late night money. I know, right? This is a long chat today, and I have to go through the chat. I have to because there's a lot of new faces in the chat, a lot of new names, and we're still getting decent watches. I mean, there's like 50-some people watching. I'll take it. I never said that, Jesse. I don't ever go with others. I go the beat of my own drum, says T Money. I'm right more than wrong. I promise you that. Here we go. Now he wants to fight. Plus money, honey rules. Yes, the plus money, honey. Maybe you should want Dallas to lose, Sean, so you could get an actual good coach in there. No, it's not going to happen because Jerry Jones won't put a good coach in. Stratton Love Hall of Fame lock emojis. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, boy. Dirtbag Life says, thank you, world. Just saying I've been money from you paying my car payments. Hold on. So you're saying he's been making you money? I'm hoping. Jesse shows us T Money. I'm highlighting the perils of getting too high in a shiny new toy. Exactly. Love won't be starting QB in 4 years. All right. That should get a pin on. RG3 Carson Wentz were considered future Hall of Famers. Yes, Carson Wentz. Ken, what do you say? Great show. Can't stop playing about your comment on people too busy betting the first basket. Good luck to her. It's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, look at Line Show as the NFL version because it's less games. It's easy, and I'm just better in NFL than other things. I think. It was a printing press, and people would not bet them. Oh, how come you got this line up here at this? I don't know. I gave it out to you a week ago at 4. I'm sorry that it's 7 now, or you got a 6.5. It's 2. Well, yeah, I told you to do that. I don't know. People are people, Ken. James is coming in an hour and a half into the show. Lex says, "What's up?" Lex is back. You get ready for late night money already? Yeah, it's the same show. We were like, "What the heck's going on?" A 2-hour show, hour and a half. Just says, "I can see 3 DAC TDs." Whoever said that on the chat's good luck, especially for plus money. Where's the stab? Brandon the Great. Think the Dallas defense scores today. It's been a minute, but I won't be shocked. If you get good Dallas, it's all on the board. That's how they score 40 a game. Steve says, "Sean, ain't first basket bets. I'm too busy." Yeah, let's. I'm too busy. I didn't bet preseason NFL. First basket tonight. We're going to go to the Trailblazers. Just pick somebody on the Trailblazers to score first. Cowgirls burn up the scoreboard, says Lex. Oh, run it up. They don't burn it. They run it up. I moved the line plus money, says Alex. Lex says, go with your gut. Don't tell Hannibal Lecter that. Hannibal Lecter likes to eat people. Justin says, I played a teaser for a unit with Georgetown plus 25. Cowboys over 44. Georgetown down 8 with 15 to play. Looking good. Steve says, T-Money, you're absolutely wrong. Love will be a good quarterback. He won't be starting in 4 years. You're just a hater. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, he should be starting. They took him in the second round. He should be starting there. They sat him for a reason to learn. I mean, he might be the best of the bunch because he got to sit and learn. Green Bay money line isn't crazy. It isn't delusional, or it's delusional and contrarian. I don't know if it's really contrarian. I mean, people. I don't say smart people, but anybody who knows football knows that Dallas, or if you're a better, it's different now because people bet. They know Dallas wets themselves. So this is not contrarian taking Green Bay. I think contrarian's taking Dallas thinking they're going to actually not lose somehow. Money line isn't crazy. Damn iPhone keyboard. I get it. I deciphered it, Lex. Tony C. I've been cashing out Jones totals and rushing receiving for the last month. Stay away from his anytime touchdowns. That is A.J. Dillon inside the 5. Eagles will crush the Bucks, as Lex. Francisco from Chicago. Where the heck have you been, Francisco? Did you forget about me? Come and say hello. It's been quite a minute, my friend. Happy New Year. Tori says Lions will win and take Charlotte plus 8.5. Good money in the NBA. Is Charlotte versus the Heat? Let's see. I really had no opinion on that. I thought maybe an under. I didn't do anything in this game, Tori. Charlotte, I like where we're going here. I've lost 4 in a row, 9-10. A terrible team. 4 wins on the road. Miami getting ready to go to Brooklyn next off a dogfight win. Are they covering games? Win by 3, win by 7, win by 14. Loser, 12, 6, 8. Yeah, I think it's worth a shot. Has anyone heard from Tease hiding because Philly stinks? Tease, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, him. I'm more of a. I'll get on Mike a little bit for Philly, than I get more on Tease. But yeah, Philly's. Sorry, Philly fans. T Money says, I understand Jesse, but his new toy is a Ferrari. Come on. Again, let's see how these guys are. I think you're saying the same thing about Justin Hurts last year. It was the Super Bowl. Now crickets. Ramon Scott. Puig is in Venezuela, my guy. Is he? He's in Venezuela? Is he playing ball? Braves Dodgers actually have interest following a 10 home run winner season. Puig back to the Dodgers. He was on the Dodgers. That's where he started, right? Went to the Reds. Started a riot against the Cardinals. Arcerio. With a brain, Cowboys by 20. He's high on Dallas to get it done. And in a perfect world, Dallas would win this game 41-24 or something. They're awesome at home. But Mike McCarthy will do something dumb, and this game's going to be 27-24. Dallas loses 31 late. Some nonsense. He'll screw it up. Paul in Boats. Packers pull the upset. Heard it here first. There is Packer love in the chat here, Paul. Tony C. Hoyas are fighting today. Maybe UConn pulls away late, but there's definitely culture change. And hold on a second. I mean, I don't know. Let's get carried away. UConn's a team I've had a couple times, and they have not. We'll go back. We said take them against Gonzaga. I had them against the Hall. Loser. I said, all right, bad spot, little flat. They'll come back, beat the Johnnies. Didn't cover there. Crushed DePaul, but that is DePaul. Barely got there versus Butler. Javier, the same thing against Xavier. 5-point win. They're not playing their best ball right now. And to think Georgetown, I don't know. They're not some covering machine here and being in games. I didn't want to lay 20. I did like the under. What are we at here in this game? I'm showing a 7-point game here. Jordan is no Aaron Rodgers. Well, here we go. I mean, are you really comparing him to Aaron Rodgers? He's not Aaron Rodgers. But the problem is that the Cowboys have the coach that Aaron Rodgers would do whatever. He didn't listen to his coach. So that's why we have Mike McCarthy, because he's terrible. He only won 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. He should have had that Super Bowl in Seattle. I mean, like, he just kicking field goals. What are we doing here? He's terrible. I hope they win by 20. Too much. Steve, have you ever watched Love play? Lane says, what's up, Hicks? Snagged you over in both games in the NFL along with the Cooks Reed TDs. Winners, Lane, winners. Cesare says Cowboys are broken to they're what? X money. I don't know what to try to say there. Lane says, I'm tempted to dabble with an O-line in Dallas. I do like them today. What is UConn doing? Probably not covering 20. We didn't like him at 20. Like the under. Puig used to be a Ferrari. Yeah. Oh, easy money. Easy money, Cowboys. I got it. No. Hey, you still Puig. I mean, there's a lot of one-hit wonders. I mean, it's tough to do baseball one-hit wonders compared to football one-hit wonders. I watch every game Love has played. He did some bad games in the middle of the year. I was learning he has been better. Listen, he started out good. They had some bumps. He's come on strong. My problem is that I'm not sold on the defense there. Gave up 30 to Bryce Young. Cowboys win by 20. I got to write. The pen is out for R.S. Sierrio because he's all over Dallas. Dallas by 20. And you get the pen just because of the easy money. I left Hurts out by accident. He's going to get a Super Bowl or two once he gets healthy. Hurts has a trillion TDs. I won't allow any Hurts slander. Here we go. Yeah, a lot of TDs. That means you're going to win games. And that's I don't know if that's for the Hurts slander or the Cowboys are easy money. If Dallas loses, Dak cannot. If Dallas lost, Dak cannot go to the grassy knoll. Romo couldn't hold it. Well, yes, that was Dallas in Seattle. And I'll tell you what, he holds that. They kick that extra point. The game is over. Dallas wins. They beat Seattle. They go to the Bears. They beat that Bears team, and they're winning the Super Bowl. They're beating the Colts. They're winning the Super Bowl that year. That was a really good team. Marion Barber. That was a good squad. That was a good team. I'm talking McCarthy when he was playing in Seattle. Aaron Rodgers. They went up I think they're up 13 or 16 nothing. It should have been 28 to nothing. And then Seattle came all the way back and they lost because he was kicking field goals from the 4-yard line. Cowboys slapping in the you're killing me here. You're killing me. The Cowboy talk. Ryan Serio. All right, Ryan. I put my name on it. There we go. Almighty ones in the house. Love over 10.5 yards rushing. Literally, I'm all for you. I like the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't know how old you are. You know anything about Mike McCarthy? The guy's terrible. Terrible coach. That's all we have are terrible coaches. Him, Jason Garrett, terrible. Wade Phillips. Jonathan says, brother, Dallas is good at home, but look at the schedule they had at home. They beat trash teams besides the Eagles. Come on, I'm thinking Green Bay. I don't know if it's a big upset. It'll be considered an upset because Dallas is they're 8-0 at home, and they've won 16 in a row at home, or 15 in a row at home. They've been awesome last 2 years at home. But I'm not going to consider it an upset because you've lost to the Niners, Philly, Buffalo, Miami. You lose to playoff teams. Seattle gave you a dogfight here. Detroit gave you a hard-fought game. Green Bay is in the playoffs. So they're a playoff team no matter how bad we think they are. Same with Tampa Bay. No matter how good or bad you think they are, the team is in the playoffs. It's not a huge upset because Mike McCarthy's a trash head coach. Dez did catch a ball in Green Bay. Absolutely. Guy takes 5 steps into the end zone. That's not a catch. T-Mike says you'll be a leaver one day. Yeah, maybe not after one season. 153.5 in this. What game is this? Was that Wichita? Yes, he caught the ball. We know. Shaking my head. Stephen Bowman, UConn, no under or a cover. All right. I did not bet it. Parcells, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what. Parcells was with the Cowboys. I was cheering for the Jets. I couldn't cheer. This guy was a Giant coach. If you're a real Cowboy fan, you couldn't cheer when he was there. It was tough. It'll be an upset when the Packers win by 10. See, I'm not going to consider it an upset if they win. Yeah, they're an underdog, but if you know who Mike McCarthy is, it's Dallas. Hello. That's what they do. Tony C. If the Lions don't get completely jobbed in Dallas game, the Cowboys are 1-4 going into the last game with a layup in Washington. Let's not come to Dallas fever, folks. Here we go. If CeeDee Lamb doesn't fumble out of the end zone, it is 14-3, and that game is over. It's over. Detroit's not throwing fake punts up down 7-3 in their own territory on that same drive. They're taking a shot because we'll take a shot. 14-3, they're not doing that. And if we don't call a tripping penalty on Dallas, we call the tripping penalty on Hutchinson, who actually did the trip, the game is over. First down, the game is over. So come on. Let's okay. Any game you could go into a play and talk about, we're not talking about this game. And even if it's Dallas Fever, they're still 7-1 at home, tied with Buffalo for the best home record in football. And let's talk about Buffalo. Did Buffalo get jobbed in their only home loss where they had an extra man on the field? They won the game. Oh, by the way, this guy still had a foot on the field. Re-kick it. Denver wins that one. Come on, Tony C. Come on. Ryan says, agree, Dan Quinn is a great defensive coach. He's awesome, but he's going to be in Seattle next year. Unless, or when they lose today, then he takes over because they fire McCarthy. And then that's the only reason Dan Quinn's staying, because McCarthy's going to
F it up and he's going to be a head coach. So that's probably going to be this weekend. Agree. Tough agree. Yes. Curse of the Cowboys. Yes. Romo is the backup. But he should have been. He should have been. Then they blamed on, well, it's the field goal balls are shiny. Whatever. Stop with the nonsense. Anyway. All right, we're wrapping this up. Almost 2 hours. Holy cow. But I appreciate all the new folks coming in. Thank you for finding me. I don't know if you found me on wherever. Probably pub people. I have no idea. Maybe on Dave's show. Wherever. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Washington is a pick'em today in college hoops. This is what we like. Fade UCLA. I can't do UCLA. Cowboys first half team total over 14.5. Rams over 15. Over 15. Over 52. Anytime touchdowns. Read for Green Bay 150. Cooks Cowboys plus 190. And we're going crazy style. Trailblazers plus 11. Plus 11 in the NBA. I'll be back. I think I'm doing pub with Jimmy and them with their live show tonight. And then I'll be doing a Look At Line show for tomorrow or late night Monday, whatever you call it. So again, Sean Higgs, Winfrey Picks and Parlays, wherever you are watching. I appreciate it. Thanks. You know what? I didn't close out the poll, and the poll says that it's Cowboys 33%, followed by the Packers 27%. So basically a toss up there. But we're out of here.